Good morning, grade 6. Welcome back to grade 6 mathematics class. I hope you all are doing great today. So today, let's learn how we can find the LCM of a few given numbers by using short division or common division method. So let's first see the steps involved in this process, then we'll work out some examples. So the steps are, first you have to write the given numbers in a row. And then you have to divide those numbers by the least prime number which can divide at least one of the given numbers. Then you have to write the quotients in the next row. Then you keep on dividing these numbers using prime numbers, and when you have only one as the quotients in a row, you can stop the division right there. And then you have to take the product of all the prime divisors, and that will give you the LCM of the given numbers. So let's have a look at the steps once again. You have to write the given numbers in a row. Then you have to divide by the least prime number, the smallest possible prime number that you can use to divide at least one of the numbers. So you have to divide by the least prime number which divides at least one of the given numbers. Write the quotients in the next row. Repeat the process with the next rows and continue till all the numbers in a row are 1. Multiply all the prime divisors to get the least common multiple or LCM. So these are the steps in this process or in this method. Now we'll see how to go about this with an example. So look at the question here. Find the LCM of 12, 15 and 20 by common division method. Like I said, it is also called the short division method. So the first step is to write the given numbers in a row. So we have 12, 15 and 20. So we have written them in a row. Now you have to draw a grid like this. Now you have to divide these numbers by the least prime number which can divide at least one of these given numbers. So which is the smallest prime number? It is 2. Can we use 2 here as the divisor, as the prime divisor to divide at least one of the numbers here? Yes. So let's write 2 here, 12 divided by 2. We can divide 12 and 20 by the prime divisor 2. So let's consider 2 as the first divisor. Now the next step is to divide 12 by 2, which gives you 6. Then can we divide 15 by 2? No, we cannot divide 15 by 2 exactly. So what do we do there? We can write 15 as such in the next row. So 15 has to be written as such here. Now the next number 20 divided by 2, that gives you 10. Now we have the first row of quotients here. We are going to do the division process again. We are going to repeat that process. So which is the lowest possible prime divisor in the next row, the second row? Can we use 2 here to divide at least one of the numbers? Yes, 2 can divide both 6 and 10. So let's write 2 again. 6 divided by 2 gives you 3. Now 15 cannot be divided exactly by 2. So we are going to write 15 as such again. So let's write 15 here. Now 10 divided by 2, that gives you 5. Now the next set of quotients. We are going to repeat the division process again. Now look at the numbers. Can you tell me one prime divisor which can divide at least one of these quotients here? Can we use 3 here? 3 can divide both this number, both this quotient 3 as well as 15. So let's write 3 here. We are going for the smallest possible prime number in each case. So let's write 3. We could also use 5 here so that 15 and 5 can be divided, but we are trying to divide with the lowest possible prime divisor. Hence we took 3 here instead of 5. So 3 divided by 3 gives you 1. Now 15 divided by 3 gives you 5. Now 5 cannot be divided by 3, hence let's write 5 as such. Now we got the next row of quotients. We have 1, 5 and 5. Now with which least prime divisor can we divide at least one of the numbers here? Can we use 2? No. Can we use 3? No. Now what about the next prime number 5? Yes, we can use 5 here. So if I write 5 here, we cannot divide 1 by 5. So write 1 as such. 5 divided by 5 is 1. Now 5 divided by 5 is 1 again. See, now in this row, we got only 1s as the quotient. So when you get one row with all the quotients as 1, you can stop the division right there. Now the next step is to take the product of these prime divisors. So these are the prime divisors here. So we have to take the product of these prime divisors, and that will give you the LCM. So what is the LCM in this case? See, 2 into 2 into 3 into 5, and that gives you a product of 60. That is the LCM of 12, 15 and 20. So the LCM of 12, 15 and 20 is equal to 60, and we found the solution by using common division method or short division method. So isn't that easy? I hope you are clear with this method. Now let's see more examples using this method. Look at the question here. Find the least number which leaves a remainder 9 in each case when divided by 10, 16 and 24. So for a number to be divisible by another number, the first number has to be a multiple of the second number, right? So if you are talking about a number which you can divide by 10, it means it should be a multiple of 10. And here it is said that when you divide by each of the numbers here, that is 10, 16 and 24, you get a remainder 9. So that means the required number when it is divided by 10, you are actually dividing a multiple of 10 plus 9, right? The required number will be a multiple of 9 plus 9. Then when you divide it by 10, you get a remainder 9. The same number as mentioned in the question, when divided by 16, gives you the same remainder 9. So if it is to be divisible by 16, it should be a multiple of 16, right? So the required number can also be a multiple of 16 plus 9. And when you divide the same number by 24, it gives you the same remainder 9. So it has to be also a multiple of 24 plus 9. So you see, if it gives the same remainder in each case, that is when you divide it by 10, 16 or 24, if you get the same remainder, it means it is the same number you are dividing, or it should be a common multiple of 10, 16 and 24, right? It should be a common multiple of these three numbers. Then only it will give the same remainder. And it is mentioned you have to find the least number which leaves a remainder 9. So that should be the least common multiple. It should be a common multiple, and if it has to be the least number you are required to find, then you are supposed to find the least common multiple. So what you have to find? You have to find the least common multiple or LCM of 10, 16 and 24 plus 9. Why? Because it is supposed to leave a remainder 9 when it is divided by these numbers. So how do you find the answer? The required number will be the LCM of 10, 16 and 24 plus 9. So you can make use of the common division or the short division method or the prime factorization method to find the LCM of these numbers. So you can find the LCM of 10, 16 and 24 using the common division method. Please look at page number 54 in your textbook. You can see the same question given as a solved example there. So after doing the common division method, you get the LCM of these three numbers equal to 240, and you have to add the remainder 9 to it. So what do you get? So you get the required number is equal to 249. So this number, when you divide it by 10, gives you a remainder 9. When you divide it by 16, you again get the remainder as 9. And when you divide it by 24, you get the same remainder 9. So when you see the keyword, find the least number, it might be a clue that you have to find the LCM of the given numbers. So read the question 2 or 3 times very carefully before trying to solve it. Now let's see one more example. Find the smallest 4-digit number which is completely divisible by 24, 25 and 60. So like we said before, for one number to be divisible by another number, the first number has to be a multiple of the second number. So if you are trying to find a number that is exactly divisible by these numbers, it should be a common multiple of these numbers, right? And it is said you have to find the smallest 4-digit number. Smallest means the least or the lowest. So what you are supposed to find? You have to find the least or the lowest common multiple of these three numbers, 24, 25 and 60. Let's see if that least common multiple is a 4-digit number. So when you find out the LCM of these three numbers, 24, 25 and 60, by common division method, you get the LCM as 600. You can see the same question given as a solved example in your textbook in page number 54. See, the LCM you are getting is a 3-digit number, but you are asked to find out the smallest 4-digit number which is completely divisible by 24, 25 and 60. The LCM we got is 600. So this 600 will be divisible by 24, 25 and 60. And we have learned that if one number is divisible by another number, then all the multiples of that first number will also be divisible by the second number. So if that is the case, if 600 is exactly divisible by these three numbers, then the multiples of 600 will also be divisible by these three numbers. So which are the multiples of 600? 600 ones are 600, 600 twos are 1200. See, there we have a 4-digit number, and this is the smallest 4-digit number which is a multiple of 600. And since 600 is divisible by 24, 25 and 60, 1200 will also be divisible by the three numbers. So this is the smallest 4-digit number, the required number which is completely divisible by 24, 25 and 60. So I hope this is clear to you now. Children, you have to go through the topic finding LCM by common division method, which is given through pages 53 and 54 of your textbook. Once you have gone through it, you are ready to do an exercise. You have to move on to exercise 4.3 and complete questions, question number 4 to 8. You can work out these questions in your notebook. Take a picture of the answers, then send it us through Teams. So that's all for today. We'll meet in the next class with a new topic. Till then, bye.